Hello everybody, Necromancy for Kids here once again. This time at you with a special kind of video where I felt like shouting out a bunch of Yugi tubers that do Go format and Go format adjacent videos on their channels. Even though I'm not that big of a channel, I only have a little over 300 subs as of right now, as you can see. I still wanted to, help interconnect the goat community, because I think there's a lot of people that probably aren't being seen by everybody, and even if only like one or two people from my channel see the other channels, maybe that'll help in some way in the community. I also want in this video to teach you some of the ways that I make my own videos, so that if you decide you want to make your own videos, or you're currently making videos, you can perhaps do it a little bit better or have some help along the way. First off, excuse me, I want to say this is probably the worst time to record this because I have a cold, but I want to mention that to record I generally use OBS. I used to use like Windows Gaming or something, because it's free if you have Windows 10, but the audio quality on that was really horrible, as you could tell by some of my older Go format videos. But besides that, sometimes I will use, when I'm not going to be like showing on the screen much, like I'm just showing pictures and stuff, I will use Audacity to record audio because it sounds a bit more crisp to me, and it's easier to edit. But to edit, what I currently use is Sony Vegas Pro 15.0, which I got on the Humble Bundle for like $20 or something like that, along with a bunch of other programs. So I can't say I necessarily recommend you go buy it, because to purchase it yourself, I don't know, but it's probably like $100 something. But if you can get Sony Vegas, I do recommend it, except that sometimes when you start adding effects, you could start having crashes with Sony Vegas, so it's kind of annoying. But anyway, on with the rest of the video here. I want to say, by the way, thank you to Jinzo and Tonic for making this banner for me. I don't know if anyone knew that they did that, but I have a thank you in my profile. Profile pic is also by my friend Otso. As for what microphone I use, I personally use the Blue Yeti USB, and I have the arm that you attach to your desk. Personally, if you're an audio snob, I do suggest that you get an independent mic like this as opposed to a headset, because headset mics tend to have feedback in the audio, and that's usually heard in like a buzzing or like a snow sound kind of in the background, white noise. I had problems with that a lot with the headset mics I had in the past, so I decided to start using independent mics, and it works a lot better for me if you can afford them. If you can't, it's understandable, and most people probably won't care, but I just decided, since I was doing goat format videos all the time, not all the time, but every couple weeks, that I would invest in it and try to make it a little bit more quality. I got this on sale. A friend recommended it to me. He knows a lot about audio. I think I got it for like $80 at the time, but now it's like $110. Make sure when you're buying things, always check the different colors as well. If you're cheap like me, you can get away with, picking any color, because a lot of times the different colors are different prices. And for instance, when I went to buy a 3DS online, I just picked a pink one, because not because I like pink, I don't have a problem with pink, but not because I like pink, but pink ones were like $30 less, and it's like, why not get a pink one if it's $30 less? But yeah, so I got the black one because it was the cheapest and it was on sale anyway. And then for headphones, I use these Sony MDR 7506. These work pretty well. They cancel out a lot of noise, not everything, but a whole lot of stuff. Be careful you don't get your finger or something caught in this area right here though, because I have ripped off my skin one time doing that. Some of the secrets of the trade as well that you might want to know is I get a lot of pictures for cards that I use for my thumbnails and such from this website here. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Runner Blogspot. I'll put a link in the description as well for all of the channels I'm going to talk about and for the items that I've been talking about. If you just go here, it's kind of hard to read because this isn't the greatest layout, but you can like see there's dragons here. So when I go to dragons, there's a bunch of dragon cards that have transparent backgrounds already that you can just save and put them in your thumbnail as you're putting it together. Which, by the way, the program I use to make my thumbnails is also a free program. It is GIMP 2.10.4 is the current version that I'm using. And you can see this guy or girl, I don't know which, has a bunch of these pictures. Not all of them are from GOAT format, but there are a lot of them. You can just click it, and once it loads, my internet is really bad if you couldn't tell. That's why I don't stream, by the way. My upload speed is horrendous, and my download speed is also bad. And then you just right click and save. Or you can copy and then paste it into GIMP or your program of choice. And there's a bunch of other ones, like there's winged beasts and such. But if there's something on here that you can't find, usually my go-to for that kind of thing is just good old Google, and you type in the name of the card, in this case Black Luster Soldier, and add transparent background to the end of it, and you will end up with a lot of results like this. I usually add Yu-Gi-Oh! As well because there's a lot of cards that are also named after like just normal things. One thing to keep an eye out for as you're doing this though is fake transparent backgrounds. Like this is a fake transparent background. It's kind of hard to show you, but basically when you click on an image, if you like, I already preloaded these so it's not going to happen, but you'll see that the image is still loading, and then like it'll look originally like this is all solid white, and then the checkerboard will show up once it's finished loading. That will let you know that it is actually like a true transparent background because the checker shows up afterward, versus this, or sorry, not actually that one. This one is actually real checkerboard background, or sorry, real transparent background as you saw when it was loading. But this one is not, because it already has the checkerboard preloaded, and if you copy this directly from the page or save it directly from here, it's not going to work out. You're going to have that checkerboard when you try to paste the picture. And also a little trick, when you save these, there's a lot of times you're going to like have that really crappy format. Fortunately, it doesn't actually show up on that picture, but there's a useless format that you can't use for anything except online things. WebP, I believe it's called. All you have to do to get around that for most programs, there are certain things it doesn't work for, but when you save the picture, just add to the end of the name of it .png or .jpg or whatever, and it will save as that file of that format of file. So like you can't take a WebP image and add it to GIMP. It just doesn't work. But if you turn it into a PNG by typing .png at the end, then you can use it. That's my little tricks of the trade there for you guys that are trying to make your channels. Now for me to give shout out to other channels. Of course, there's the goformat.com channel. I'm not even gonna bother telling you about that because you guys should already know that channel. But the channel that got me interested in coming back to Go Format after I originally played it, when it was first played, was the Retro Expert. Unfortunately, he doesn't make videos anymore. As you can see, this is a 2-year-old video, but he made a whole bunch of jank decks and some meta decks that are all really fun, really cool. He's got a really relaxing voice. They're really fun videos to watch. He made me want to make videos after I learned that he stopped making them because I felt someone needs to keep making these janky card videos. And I thought because of his channel that Go Format can be more than just meta and it can do fun things with it. Because I was under the false impression before this that everybody just played goat mirrors and Go Format, because unfortunately at the time there was a lot of misinformation going around, but thankfully I think most of that is cleared up. And if you still think that, go ahead and watch my misconceptions about Go Format video, and hopefully you'll understand then. But yeah, if you have the time, go ahead, check out some of these videos. I think I've watched every single video on his channel, or some of them maybe I only watched quote unquote in my sleep, because sometimes I will put his videos on while I'm sleeping or taking a nap or something to help me relax. But yeah, the Retro Expert, I owe my channel to him, and I owe my experience at Go Format to him, so 100% shout out to the Retro Expert. I hope he comes back, but I understand he's got other hobbies. He said he was like playing Pokemon Go and he doesn't have any friends around him that play Go anymore. Hopefully that changes, but if not, either way, I hope he has a great life. Next up, there's Nostalgic Duelist, and I'll mention, by the way, the rest of these aren't really in any specific order. The Nostalgic Duelist has a lot of non-Go Format videos. He has some other formats, like we've got Tengu Plants here, and a 2022 deck profile. But you can see there's like Zombie Drain, Go Format, and XYZ Turbo. And he's got some videos that are like pretty good to watch regardless, such as tips for tournaments and things like that. He has a really nice voice, really relaxing, and I think he explains things pretty well in his videos, and they're just fun to watch. And then we've got Goat Community Italia. Have to rep my friend here, he's actually the server owner of the Goat Format Europe Discord. He makes a lot of really great videos in real life deck profiles and online deck profiles. I have also we're also together doing some Obelisk videos. Hopefully we could do some of those in the future. Even if you don't understand Italian, there's a lot of videos. I don't know if every single one of them, but I saw a lot of videos that have subtitles in English, but it is mostly Italian. And I think regardless of whether or not you understand Italian or if there's subtitles, most of the time, like when you're watching a Go Format video, as long as you already know the cards, you gotta understand what's happening on screen and get the gist of what they're saying. And it's cool to watch either way. Another channel that I really appreciate is Janjo Zone. He makes a lot of videos about jank decks, duels with like structured decks against each other, as well as some really informative history videos, not only about Go Format, but including Go Format, but also like the origins of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, and all the different kinds of formats in the very early retro era. I would definitely give them a check out if you want to learn history. of the game or learn some interesting trivia about it as well. Then next up, there's JDZ Plays Goats. He doesn't technically post on this post on this channel anymore, I think. He mostly posts on the goatformat.com channel now, but I'm still gonna shout him out anyway because JDZ is a great guy. He's always the nicest person in the room, no matter where he's at. He's really fun. Does a lot of cool videos. Even if you're just checking out like his log of videos, I would definitely do that. And who knows, maybe he'll put some other kinds of videos on his channel, or who knows. Either way, shout outs to JDZ. He's a great guy, and subscribe to his channel. Then there's Skilled Brown Magician. Again, we're showing a bunch of people with more subscribers than me, but as I said, maybe I can get some people interested in channels that they weren't before, even if it's just a couple of you guys. Skilled Brown Magician is a really great guy. Really fun to talk to. By the way, all these banners have been really great. I feel like I gotta get my own banner custom made because Jinzo and Tonic did a great job on my banner, but also I didn't really decide on what it would be myself. So maybe I can step up my banner game pretty soon. But regardless, Skilled Brown Magician, really great guy, really awesome jank decks, and he's really chill. Again, his voice is really relaxing, and all of his videos are fun, and I would just check him out for sure. Some of them are extremely competitive, but for the most part, they're, like I was saying, jank decks. As you can tell, I really love jank. I'll pretty much recommend anyone who regularly makes jank decks because having fun is the point of the game at the end of the day. And for me, that's the kind of fun I want to have. But either way, check out Skilled Brown Magician. He's a great guy. Now we have Beast Beats, or as he's known on Discord, Crops. He makes some really great videos. He also does a number of jank videos, but he has a lot more competitive videos than someone like Skilled Brown Magician. A lot of like top winning decks and tournament climbs and things like that. Tournament breakdowns. He's got a lot of fun stuff as well. He's a nice guy. Don't really have anything negative to say about him. And yeah, check out Beast Beats channel. Next up, we have Cardmaster Brian. He makes a lot of Go Format videos. He also makes videos for Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while, he was doing the Common Charity format, which is a version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can only play cards printed at Common. But he does make a lot of Go Format videos, like you can see this deck here, and this deck here. And I think that those decks are a lot of fun, and that even if you're not into Yu-Gi-Oh! There's maybe a lot of other things that you can find in the on his channel that are pretty cool to watch. So move on to Pui's Card Academy here. Pui is one of my friends, or maybe I don't know if they consider me a friend. I consider them a friend. They have been making some Edison videos as well, but they've got a lot of Go Format stuff. Talk a lot about Panda Burn in general, just because they're a really big Burn player. And I have to say, as I always do, that it's funny that Burn players are some of the nicest people in the community, despite how many people don't like Burn, or don't like to play against Burn, I should say. And they've got really informative videos, a lot of replays of matches that you get to see more in depth of what's going on and what the thought processes are. So go ahead and check them out as well. Now we have another Jank channel, Old Skull Yu-Gi-Oh! Italia, another Italian channel. But again, even if you don't know Italian, this is still a good channel because you can see the cards and know what they are. Some of the cards are even in English still. And the guy has a nice voice, nice chill voice again. It seems to be a trend here with me that I really like people with chill voices. And a lot of jank, like this Xyz deck, Gradius. They have some things that aren't GOAT, obviously, but this Ectoplasma deck, the Dark Scorpion deck, and the Blue Eyes Dragon deck. Great stuff on this channel. I definitely recommend it. And here is sort of a dark horse that I don't know even if they're still making videos, but I wanted to bring this up because I saw the 2 videos that they did make for Go Format, and I thought they were pretty cool, but they also haven't posted in 4 weeks, so maybe this will be outdated. And as you could tell, they mostly made Fortnite videos before this. So I don't know too much about this person personally. I haven't met them on the Discord, if they even have Discord or anything. But I watched these 2 videos for Go Format, and I thought that they were fun and cool. So I'm going to give them a shout out, Teddy Westside 93. Hopefully you make some more Go Format and hopefully keep being cool. And there's Go Format Latina, which I believe, is Italian. And they make some great videos, a lot of in real life gameplay videos, which is different than a lot of the channels I've mentioned, which are either in real life deck profiles only, or that they have online gameplay. This has some in real life gameplay. And yeah. Here is a German friend for you that is on the Discord as well, is Return Winner. They have a lot of Go Format tournament coverage, or rather deck analysis and coverage, and it seems like they've got like some structure deck tournaments or battles. I haven't watched them too much, to be honest, but the few videos that I've watched seem pretty cool. I thought I'd give them a shout out. So there you are. And there is this GOAT, Greatest of All Time channel, which is another Italian channel, I believe. Yep. And they've got a lot of in real life deck profiles and gameplay. And if you're either Italian or you don't mind not being able to understand them, you just want to watch the gameplay, because again, you can understand a lot just by seeing the cards that are being played. If you know Yu-Gi-Oh well, you can go ahead and check them out. And finally, I will recommend Bangos Really Suck, who has a bunch of Reasoning Gate videos if you're really into Reasoning Gate. I haven't watched too many of these videos because I don't play Reasoning Gate myself, but I watched a couple, thought they're pretty cool, figured I'd also give them a shout out. I'm sure that there's a lot of other people that I could shout out, and I want to clarify that I don't personally know most of these people that I mentioned. I know some of them, like Crops and We, so I can't really attest to their character to say if you maybe find out like 5 years from now that they eat puppies for breakfast or something. I did not know that when I recommended their channel, so I just figured I'd say that. But at the time of recording, of what I know of them, which is probably very little, I think that these channels are really cool. Definitely check them out, subscribe to them, and hope everyone has a great day and enjoys themselves. Take care.